Hey everybody, hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. I wanted to show you how to use a very cool feature on Brother machines that have the My Connection feature installed on them, Brother embroidery machines, and Brother ScanNCuts that have the My Connection feature installed on them. So I think with the ScanNCuts, it is models 225 and higher. And then the Brother Luminaire has this. I believe the Stellaire does as well. I don't believe this applies to baby lock machines. It's only the Brothers. But if you've got these machines, I wanted to show you how you can make an applique embroidery file. You can create the cut shapes from that embroidery file and get them to cut out on your ScanNCut so that they work exactly like they should match perfectly. They do match perfectly. So the first thing you need to do is to bring the design up in your machine. And I am going to show you, I'm going to use the Riley Blake Designs Autumn Love. This is an embroidery quilt. This is not the quilting version. This is the embroidery version. And I'm going to use the 6x10 block 1 Harvest 1 as the demo. So let's get into the Luminaire. I'm going to get you in close where you can see how to bring it up. And then you need to tell the embroidery machine which color stops are applique position. So that's important. You're going to have to go through and do that. And I will show you how to do that. Now, this is the way that works for me. There may be other steps or another process that I'm unaware of, but I'm going to show you this way that I got it to work. Okay, so let me get you in here. So I have the dongle, not the dongle, I have the USB for Autumn Love in the machine already. What I want to do is I'm going to go to embroidery and the pocket for memory. And it's on the USB. And you'll notice there's one right here. Okay. And it has a code, the name that the machine assigned it is like 25EGN 540. Okay. And it says PHX. That's a different version. All right. And you'll see that in just a minute. So I'm going to go to my USB to get the original design and Autumn Love Quilt. And you need to use the PES to do this because that's the version for Brother. So PES, and I'm going to choose the 6x10 simply because it's less fabric to test on a quilt. And this is the block I'm doing right here. This one has a number of ME018 and whatever. So I'm going to choose this one and it brings it up and I'm going to press set. Okay. So before you jump into embroidery, you want to go up here to the edit button because we need to edit the color stops so the machine knows which ones of these are applique position. And you need to do that by tapping the edit button. And then we're going to go right here to the button that has the spool with the 4 colors. And that's where you can get into the thread color palette for the design. Now, right here it says Isocord. That's the one that comes up because I had that set to my default. But you need to get to the one that says embroidery. And that means Brother embroidery thread. There it is right there. And in the embroidery, you can't see it at the bottom, but you're going to scroll up. And at the bottom, you've got 3 little buttons down here, but the orange one with the scissors, that is applique position button. So I'm going to tap, well, first I want to go through here now. You can see on the preview that this box is a placement line for something. I'm just going to go through here. I'm looking for, okay, so there is the placement line. I can see it in the preview. This is the placement line for the red fabric in that block. I'm going to tap now Brother embroidery. So I've changed the color. And if you notice on the color stop listing, Now it's got an orange spool with a pair of scissors. So let's keep going. That's the tack down line. There's the placement line for the yellow fabric in this block. I'm going to touch the applique position button. Okay, scroll up. There's the tack down. And there's the applique position button. That's the placement line for the star in the middle. I'm going to touch the scissor button so it knows that that also is an applique position. All right. So now I'm going to tell it okay, because those are the only 3 applique that are in this, this particular one. I'm not doing applique on the background fabric. I'll trim that. All right. Now, what I need to do before I get into embroidery, I need to go to memory, and I'm going to tap memory. And where do I want to save it? Right here, you want to go in this bottom corner. If you see a machine with the little radar waves, that is the My Connection button. So this is the button that talks to your machine. And I'll put a link to a video right up here that shows you how to connect My Connection with your Luminaire. Okay. And your ScanNCut. So I'm going to tap that. Okay, it says, do you wish to replace the existing data with the new data in the temporary data pocket? I'm going to tell it transfer. Okay, so let's see. And that happened. So now we're done with this. And now I can just go into embroidery and it's all ready to go. All right, so let's go over to the ScanNCut now and take a look at that and see how to bring that up. So here we are at the ScanNCut. And the first thing that you see on this, let me see if I can find my pointer. You get pattern and scan, and you've got arrows to send you to other places in the menu. So I'm going to go on the just this side of pattern. I want to tap that arrow, and there's the My Connection feature right there. So I'm going to touch this. Now, do I want to send from here to the machine, or do I want to retrieve to the embroidery machine, or do I want to retrieve data? That's what it's asking me. Am I going to send it from the ScanNCut to the Luminaire, or from the Luminaire to the ScanNCut? So I want to do this one, retrieve, and wireless LAN device or machine's memory. I want to get it from the wireless LAN device. And it's pulling up the last thing that I sent over. That temporary data pocket can only hold one thing at a time. So there's our design. Now, there's an applique button right here. It looks like a little shield, okay? Go ahead and tap that. Now, here are the 3 pieces of applique that I told it using the Brother Embroidery scissor that this is an applique position. So I'm going to touch, let's go ahead and touch C. I'm going to cut that one out first. I'm going to cut that one out. And I'm going to tell it okay. And it gives me a size. Don't fiddle with it, okay? Leave it exactly like it is so that it will fit in the embroidery design. And I'm going to tell it set. Now, when I tell it set, it pops up here into this corner, and I can move it anywhere that I want. So wherever you want to put your fabric, you can put that design. So you can cut multiple at one time. So if I can go to add now, we have add, edit, scan, and okay. I'm going to add. Now I want to show you this. So here, like here is A. This is the red fabric, and I'm going to tell it okay. And it gives me, again, the size. Don't fiddle with that. If you want to, this is where you would see this size right here, 4.71 by 4.74. I would add an inch to that, to both of these. So I would cut a piece of fabric 5 3/4 or 6 square, just to round up, to be able to cut these and then tell it set. Now, the reason I tell you that you'd have to do that, if you want to see, these all come in the exact same layout as they're going to be in the embroidery design, right? So if I wanted to separate these and bring them closer together to use less fabric, when I tap it, I can't do that. It doesn't allow me to do that. So this is one design, even though you and I know it's a whole bunch of different pieces. And that's inconvenient. You're not saving any fabric, and you're going to have a lot of fabric waste right in here. But the bright side is that you don't have to cut these shapes yourself, and you don't have to cut them after a tack down line. So I just want to let you know that if anybody knows how to get these separated, leave a comment below the video and let me know. Okay. So for right now, I'm not going to do that. I can add in, so I could put the red fabric right here. I could do an add, and I'm going to get the yellow fabric and tell it okay and set. And then here's my yellow ones. And then this would be my middle, my little green star. So there we go. I can get all 3 pieces on one 12-inch mat, and it would take probably 2 minutes or less to cut all these pieces out for me for this embroidery design. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this and just go to edit and hit the trash can, because I'm not going to cut these, tell it okay. And I'm going to trash can this and tell it okay. So I'm just going to take this. Now, what I'm doing now, I'm just going to cut this one piece and let you see that what is cut actually fits in the embroidery design. Okay. So let me back out from here. Whoop, wrong direction. Sorry about that. All right. And I've got a ginormous piece of fabric on here. I was working with the larger designs earlier, so I don't need a piece of fabric this big. Let me load the mat. Okay. Now, I am using the low tack mat. I sprayed it with KK2000, and I have Heat and Bond Light on the back of this fabric, pretty side up for cutting. That's the way I like to do it. You may need to do it another way. So I'm going to tell it okay, and I'm going to hit the blue box with a bar just to make sure. It's going to take a picture of what it sees on the mat, and this is just to make sure that my star is on the fabric and not hanging off, and then I have a mistake. But you can, this is what you do if you were doing it. Yeah, I've got plenty. Let me move this right up here. Okay. So if I had red fabric here, yellow fabric here, and green fabric here, then I'd be able to make sure that they were all on the fabric in the right position. I'm going to tell it okay. And it says, please select, and I'm going to tell it cut. All right. And start. So this is how you can tell that this will work. Now, if you go to save this design into the ScanNCut memory, it saves it actually in a different format that I cannot retrieve except through the My Connection feature to send it back to the Luminaire. And if you figured out how to do that differently, that would be great. Okay, let me pull this up. Whenever I always get one little thread for some reason. Okay, so there's my star. All right, and now we want to make sure that it's going to fit. So it says finish cutting, select the next part, which means I don't have to bring all 3 in. If I go select the next part, now I can choose another one, and I can get it and cut them all out. So I can cut them one at a time, or I can cut all of them together. If you're making the larger design and you're doing it on a 12-inch mat instead of a 24, then you would want to do them separately. So now what I've done is I have stitched out just that center star so you guys can see that the piece that I cut out from the ScanNCut, here's the placement line for the star. That's all I stitched just for this test. And you can see it's going to fit perfectly right there. See that? It couldn't be any more perfect. It fits exactly. I'll get you in real close so you can take a look. This is why you have the feature for My Connection on the Luminaire. I believe the Stellaire has it as well, and the Brother ScanNCuts. Now, if you do not have the My Connection feature, or you have a ScanNCut that doesn't have that ability, you've got something 225, SDX 225 or lower, or the old CM model. When you're in the embroidery design and you have gone through and identified all of the placement lines with that scissor in the embroidery colorway, then what you do is you just tell it okay, and then you want to put it into memory. And it asks you where you want to save it. And you can save it to a USB, and then you can remove the USB and you can take it to the ScanNCut and cut out the pieces that way. That's another way that you can do it if you have a ScanNCut and maybe you have got a baby lock machine and it doesn't have the My Connection feature. That's how you can move those cut files around and get the ScanNCut to cut them out, and they'll be perfect. This is a great way to cut out all of your applique pieces for your embroidery designs if you've got these machines. So I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you're watching on TV, get the channel, the TV remote, and hit the channel up button. That helps as well. That's also a thumbs up and a like. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you soon. You guys go sew something. Bye.